How many pages have I written? The words, the endings. I've lost count. And still I remain trapped within this darkness. But this time, something is different. The answer lies just out of reach, enshrouded in black fog. I'm closing in now. I must be. The words move through me like blood through a vein. To escape, I must write. Though this new ending remains a mystery, I hold out hope that one day the fog will part. To illuminate my next chapter.
a dark road at night or strolling through the park. When the light begins to change, I sometimes feel a little strange, a little anxious when it's dark. Fear of the dark, fear of the dark. I have a constant fear that something's always near. Fear of the dark, fear of the dark. I have a phobia that someone's always there. I am a man who walks alone, and when I'm walking a dark road at night or strolling through the park, when the light begins to change, I sometimes feel a little strange, a little anxious when it's dark. Fear of the dark, fear of the dark. I have a constant fear that something's always near. Fear of the dark, fear of the dark. I have a phobia that someone's always there. I am a man who walks alone, and when I'm walking a dark road at night or strolling through the park, when the light begins to change, I sometimes feel a little strange, a little anxious when it's dark. Fear of the dark, fear of the dark. I have a constant fear that something's always near. Fear of the dark, fear of the dark. I have a phobia that someone's always there. I am a man who walks alone, and when I'm walking a dark road at night or strolling through the park, when the light begins to change, I sometimes feel a little strange, a little anxious when it's dark. Fear of the dark, fear of the dark. I have a constant fear that something's always near. Fear of the dark, fear of the dark. I have a phobia that someone's always there. I am a man who walks alone, and when I'm walking a dark road at night or strolling through the park, when the light begins to change, I sometimes feel a little strange, a little anxious when it's dark. Fear of the dark, fear of the dark. I have a constant fear that something's always near. Fear of the dark, fear of the dark. I have a phobia that someone's always there. I walks alone, and when I'm walking a dark road at night or strolling through the park. When the light begins to change, I sometimes feel a little strange, a little anxious when it's dark. Fear of the dark, fear of the dark. I have a constant fear that something's always near. Fear of the dark, fear of the dark. I have a phobia that someone's always there. I am a man who walks alone, and when I'm walking a dark road at night or strolling through the park. When the light begins to change, I sometimes feel a little strange, a little anxious when it's dark. Fear of the dark, fear of the dark. I have a constant fear that something's always near. Fear of the dark, fear of the dark. I have a phobia that someone's always there. I am a man who walks alone, and when I'm walking a dark road at night or strolling through the park. When the light begins to change, I sometimes feel a little strange, a little anxious when it's dark. Fear of the dark, fear of the dark. I have a constant fear that something's always near. Fear of the dark, fear of the dark. I have a phobia that someone's always there. I am a man who walks alone, and when I'm walking a dark road at night or strolling through the park. When the light begins to change, I sometimes feel a little strange, a little anxious when it's dark. Fear of the dark, fear of the dark. I have a constant fear that something's always near. Fear of the dark, fear of the dark. I have a phobia that someone's always there. I am a man who walks alone, and when I'm walking a dark road at night or strolling through the park. When the light begins to change, I sometimes feel a little strange, a little anxious when it's dark. Fear of the dark, fear of the dark. I have a constant fear that something's always near. Fear of the dark, fear of the dark. I have a phobia that someone's always there. begins to change, I sometimes feel a little strange, a little anxious when it's dark. Fear of the dark, fear of the dark. I have a constant fear that something's always near. Fear of the dark, fear of the dark. I have a phobia that someone's always there. I am a man who walks alone, and when I'm walking a dark road, at night or strolling through the park, when the light begins to change, I sometimes feel a little strange, a little anxious when it's dark. Fear of the dark, fear of the dark. I have a constant fear that something's always near. Fear of the dark, fear of the dark. I have a phobia that someone's always there. I am a man who walks alone, and when I'm walking
Oh. She's cute. I love her hair. I really like her makeup. She got a little witchy cup. She's a cutie. I like the Converse. I like the outfit. Oh man, they knew what they were doing with her. She is adorable.
What in the world? Oh! He's Scuttle, don't Scuttle.
Nervous tonight.
You making me nervous.
Dude, I'm telling you, he did not see that coming. And he's gonna see this coming even less.
Oh my goodness, that's really cute.
Ça va pas désactiver les pinballs, ce serait pas... Ah si. On peut jouer.
Oh my god, that is insane. Look at that.
I hate this place.
Y'all have the potato chips on maybe one of those sodas in the back? Hey, here's your payment. Yeah? Okay. Cool. Thanks. Oh, wait, on a hot dog, if that's all right. Hello? He took my money? He didn't even serve me my freaking treats, man!
Holy moly, that trailer is good.
Yeah, oh my God.
First time seeing it. Wowzers. Hey, everybody, we're live. Hello, Twitch. Hello, YouTube. And for the first time ever, hello, TikTok. They're wondering who this middle-aged old father figure is on the screen. Welcome, TikTok. We love you. And welcome to the stream. We do these for every chapter release, and we hope you'll stick with us for the show today. We have a really great one. I am the community director here, Eric, and
I am community manager Dork, and we're super excited to be welcoming you in. You might have heard me as the voice of TikTok, so it's so good to be on the live stream with you all. And I'm never going to get tired of saying that welcome to the stream, because I love being on the stream so much.
It's so fun, and I'm so glad we get to do them so frequently. So
yeah.
Again, thank you so much for supporting us and supporting these streams. So speaking of supporting the streams, we have a great team of mods that are in our chats. So if you have questions during the show about the content you're seeing, drop your questions in the chat. Our mods will grab them and send them to us here in the studio so we can answer them throughout the show. We'll take little pauses to answer questions. So don't hesitate. But enough of that. I think we should discuss all things Wicked.
Yes, we are especially excited to be talking about today's chapter, as after a slew of really interesting and iconic characters coming into the fog, we now have a brand new original chapter, and it's honestly creepy as hell.
It is creepy as hell, and we love getting to work on these OG homebrewed chapters, and I have loved seeing the reactions from the community who've followed our campaign leading them up to release today. We had a ton of fun, as maybe you noticed, with how we talked about the chapter, how we talked about what you now know as the Unknown, our new killer. So thank you so much for taking that ride with us. And today we get to take you to launch.
Yeah, so with the launch, you're going to see the Unknown, which is the new killer that we know nothing about. Then there's Sable Ward, who is a survivor coming in with a new perk type. And then we get to welcome in the haunting new map, Greenville Square. And we're going to talk about all of that today in today's stream.
That's right. Get comfy. Hopefully you have a chair as comfy as this. I cannot leave it. I am grafted to this point. All Things Wicked launches officially at 12 o'clock Eastern Time. If you're not in that time zone, don't worry. It's right at the end of the show. So basically, a little less than an hour, you'll get to play the new chapter. So why not stick with us for the duration until we get there? And just see what you're going to get yourself into in a little less than an hour.
Yeah. And speaking of what you're going to get yourself into, let's go ahead and take a look at the run of show. So first up, we're going to have our creative director, Dave, sit down with our killer designer, Nick, to talk about the gameplay for both Sable Ward and the Unknown, and also some inspirations and insights on how this unique original chapter came to be. Then we're going to move over to Chase, our art director, to walk us through the haunting Greenville Square map and share some details that some players want to look out for. And then we're going to see this all in action with a gameplay showcase with 3 of our Fog Whisperers and a couple of members from our team.
And after that, we're going to be joined by our friend Justin to give you a sneak preview of our newest event that currently no one knows anything about, Blood Moon. That's going to be taking over the Entity's Realm this spring. And then after that, we'll be joined by DBD art director Alicia. She'll be back on the show to talk about the great new cosmetics that are coming in All Things Wicked, but also in Blood Moon, as well as the Slipknot stuff. So get hyped for that. And finally, we'll be back at the end with Dork and I to answer more questions, but also round up the future design updates that we know are around the bend. But before we dive into the full content of the show, one last piece of housekeeping. If you're watching on Twitch, welcome again. But also, we have Twitch drops. Twitch drops are enabled. They're active right now if you've got your account linked to your behavior account. So why don't you tell them what they can get in the drops this time?
So if you are new to Twitch drops, basically your watch time is going to accrue towards earning you some claimables. We've got 3 that are active until March 27th. That being the purple campfire charm, which you can get after watching a full hour. Which, if you've been with us since today's stream, the start, you're already on your way towards unlocking that one. Then the second is going to be the purple med kit badge, which you can get after 2 additional hours on top of that 1, so 3 total hours. And then 2 hours after that, for a total of 6 hours, you can get the Blood Points banner. Once again, this is until March 27th, and this is from watching any Dead by Daylight stream in the Twitch directory. But talking about completing the set with getting that banner, if you see anything in the Dead by Daylight shop that you've got your eyes on, well, you can look in the right-hand corner and scan that QR code because our spring sale is in full bloom. So definitely make sure to check on over there to see if there's anything you want to get your hands on.
Yes. So, in fact, if you want to model it, this mug is not just a prop. You can get this on pre-order right now in the shop. This is, in fact, Sable's mug from the game. And also, I don't know if they'll be able to catch this, but this is one of the new hoodies with the unknown. Oh, they can. What a great shot. The unknown hoodie is also available in the shop right now, so go fetch it. Thank you. But apart from that, I think we can dive into the show that people have come to tune in for and talk about the creation of all things Wicked. So we're going to do a quick transition and we'll be back with Dave and Nick to talk about that. We are back now for a segment I'm really excited about, joined by 2 lovely fellows, Nick and Dave. Dave's our creative director. Maybe you recognize him. Nick making a first-time appearance on the stream, one of our killer designers. And we are going to get into the creation of the 2 new characters that are coming with this chapter. And it's something that I think is really cool about how your jobs work. I couldn't do it. I'm just, I had to sit here and talk. But, the high-level creative, like we work with themes and tone and atmosphere, but then translate that into actual gameplay. So that's what we're going to get into now. And I think what better way to kick it off to throw it to you, Dave, to talk about the themes of all things Wicked.
Yeah, absolutely. When we start working on a new chapter, an original chapter that is, of course, we look into space that we have not explored yet and where we want to go. So either in gameplay, so some sort of new mechanic we want to introduce, something maybe our fan base have looked into and is requesting, or a subgenre of horror we have not delved into. Could be culture, folklore, story, anything really can go into the creation. And I remember that very early when starting this chapter, we had a one-liner for gameplay. We wanted to do a killer that had to do with, like, a survivor needs to look directly at that killer. That was an important mechanic that we wanted to play with. And also we were looking into analog horror, and we thought that this subgenre of horror was a great fit for that type of gameplay.
So what about analog horror drew you in? What connected for you with that?
Yeah. What we love about analog horror is how cryptic and strange it is. It's very occluded in its information. Everybody will see that through the unknown. It's also quite intimate in the way it delivers horror. It's all about you, the user, the viewer, looking directly to fear itself in a very visceral way. And also, it's how horror is delivered. It's very sustained. It's stretched.
And so analog horror is really steeped in mood and atmosphere, which is great, but you also have to bring it to a video game and into gameplay. So how does that work?
Yeah, for sure. So it was an incredible challenge for Nick and the team to create something along those lines, those pillars. And for us, what was important is exactly that sustained horror. So this is something new that we wanted to explore. DBD we're used to the thrilling chase, the jump scare. It's really fast, and we wanted to go more into perception and to see how long we could stretch that horror.
Yeah. So when we started working on The Unknown, we really knew early on that our ideas were about playing with the survivor's perception and like creating sort of intimacy between the unknown and the survivors to sort of make that dread like have like different levels to it. We explored a lot of different paths before finally landing on what we did, and it was the right balance of fun mixed with that really analog horror vibe. It was a really tough little thing to balance. And while a lot of stuff changed along the way, we still ended up with a killer that really uses survivors' vision as a clear gameplay element. Because, like Dev said earlier, literally, sometimes the only way to rid yourself of the unknown is by literally facing it head on.
Sounds like we're in another of my therapy sessions, but let's keep it focused on the game. So obviously you're talking about the unknown, our new killer. So what the heck is the unknown?
Yeah, who knows? It's very strange, a very strange creature. We don't know. Even us as dev, it was one of our pillars to make sure that there are no truths about the unknown in the image of all the creature from analog horror. There's no definite explanation, and we want the players to do their own theory craft around it. What we do know is that it still needs an appearance in the game, and we know that it's a hunter, and we know that we wanted to have a creature that mimics human to lure them, but in a terrible way.
Yeah. So for game design, it's usually helpful to have some truths, right. Because things need to exist and be perceived in a way that we can all agree. So the unknown has a main power and a secondary ability. So the main power is called UVX, and it stands for Unknown Venom X. It's essentially a lob projectile.
Is that a trademark moveset?
Yeah, it is
every
now.
time we say it.
Well, yes. If you want to do it with me at home, that's totally cool. And yeah, so the UVX is a lob projectile, and it bounces off surfaces. You can't quite hit survivors directly, but after it bounces, the projectile then expands, and any survivors caught in the blast area becomes infected with the weakened effect. So if you're hit by UVX1 once and you're already weakened, you then start becoming injured. So again, like the first weakened is the sign of danger to come. Survivors can get rid of the effect by looking at the killer for a set amount of time. It's really as simple as that. There's not a lot of extra steps to it. Either you can run away, try and lose the killer, and trying to find it later to look at it, or you have to learn to adapt and look backwards during a chase. That's it. That's all you need to do, really. And for the killer, the cool thing is the more you infect people with weaken, the faster you create these things called hallucinations around the map. Hallucinations are copies of the killer's beautiful body, and the killer can teleport to them at any point.
So, okay. So players can mistake one of these beautiful body hallucinations for the killer itself, which basically means the killer can be all over the map at the same time.
So exactly. So there can be up to 4 hallucinations that can be placed anywhere around the map. The catch is unlike other teleporting killers, it's hard to optimize exactly where to spawn them while hunting down survivors. They spawn at regular intervals on a set timer, and when the timer is done, you leave them behind without interruptions at the exact moment where you were. So it's kind of cool as well, right? You don't really need to press any buttons. It just kind of happens. And then the unknown can teleport to any of those hallucinations and travel to them very quick. In fact, it's near instantaneous. That's actually what was really fun, is because the teleport has limitations to placement, we could then make it extremely quick and pay off. And of course, the survivors can destroy the hallucinations and limit the killer's power in that way.
Going back to what Dave said about themes, starting with the theme, another thing that I think is really cool about the way the team works is the perks are not an afterthought. They're built with these themes in mind as well, and that's the case with the unknown, right?
Yep, the perks are unbelievable. So the the Unknown has 3 wonderful perks. So the first one is Unbound, and that's really about like the fantasy of the monster that has stalked its prey and finally sort of reveals itself and gets first blood, and then like with that dread established, like uses that to get. So when you have Unbound equipped, you enter a survivor, and then the next vault you do is going to give you some haste for a limited amount of time to help you get that down and put that survivor on a hook. The second perk is Unforeseen, and that really plays with the idea that in analog horror, technology is unreliable and like a source of misdirection. What Unforeseen allows you to do is to kick and damage a generator, but it transfers your terror radius to that generator and makes you undetectable for a limited time. So you get like the 1-2 combo of becoming stealthy but confusing survivors around what their key objectives. And lastly, the last perk is Undone. It's all about the paranoia and how the unknown feeds off fear. So if survivors panic, because they should, it's a very scary killer, and start missing skill checks, the Unknown turns that into a resource for the perk. And the next time you regress a generator, it will regress it more and lock it down for a set amount of time.
So cool, and it should be said, whoever named those should get like extra bonus points because the negative bonus points for you for stealing my unbelievable joke, because I was going to say that, but they are unbelievable perks. Thank you, Nick. So that's the killer. That's the Unknown. But we haven't even mentioned the new survivor also coming in the chapter, Sable. So why don't you tell us about Sable, Dave?
Yeah, Sable, she's cool. She's great.
She's very cool.
Yeah. To talk about her concept, we need to go back to Michaela, actually. So, when we created Michaela, we kind of did a love letter to our community. She represented our community and what our community loves. And they resonated super well to that. So we wanted to do it again. That love is addictive. And we also wanted to go back to universe of previous character. That was already in the plans. Like instead of creating more and more universes, new ones, we wanted to go back and go more in depth. So these two things come together. Sable was created. And we wanted to make sure that both characters shared a lot in common, but that they would also be distinct and be their own archetype of a character. And so, they both love horror, they both love dark things, and they're a little bit magical, both of them, but they're also different.
Yeah, so gameplay-wise, Michaela and Sable share a lot of commonalities, but Sable's power, they come from a darker place. Michaela has boons, so when we started working on Sable, we tried to figure out like how her power could manifest in its own unique way. And so we decided that she was interesting in making darker deals. So boons have like a certain aesthetic element to them, and Michaela leverages that beautifully. But with Sable, we thought that making dark deals meant that her perks could be centered around the basement, obviously one of the darkest places to be on any map in Dead by Daylight.
And in my house. It's terrifying. Do not like going down there.
Yes. So Sable has 3 wonderful new perks. So our first perk is Invocation, Weaving Spiders, which is a new perk that fits right with her. So Sable has to put herself at risk and spend time in the basement performing a long channeling interaction. Survivors can help speed that up. And once that's completed, the payoff is that it reduces the repair requirement for every unfinished generator in the trial at once. But it comes at a cost.
A Science and Kirk success story. This is Jay. He can fix just about anything.
I'm a general contractor. I do all kinds of projects.
But an accident tore his life apart.
My whole world was just turned upside down.
He was in pain, couldn't work, and on the verge of losing business. So he called Science and Kirk.
That was the smartest call I ever made. It got me a settlement and back to work.
Call Science and Kirk at 1-800-LAWYERS. If you have a phone, you have a lawyer.
Hey guys, what's going on? Today we're going to be checking out the Dead by Daylight All Killers trailers. Now, I am a horror enthusiast. I love horror TV shows, movies, anime, manga. I am there. Now, when it comes to video games, I'm a little bit different. Most horror video games don't really interest me. Usually the gameplay for most horror video games is you walking around, picking up notes in this really creepy place and reading them and getting jump scared every 2 seconds. I'm just not a big fan of horror video games. Some horror video games that stand out to me would be Fear. Fear is one of my favorites. Fatal Frame, Condemned Criminal Origins, and Silent Hill. Silent Hill is my favorite game of all time. Like, I loved Silent Hill 3. I don't care what anyone has to say about it. It was a great game for me. So I've heard that Dead by Daylight is pretty good. It's a pretty competitive horror game that everybody likes right now. It's been out for a while. I would have to say like a few years, and I have somehow avoided it. I do have the game. I just haven't really played it. I want to play it. One of my friends gifted me the game like years ago and I never played it. So here I am checking out the killer trailers, okay? So hit that like button for me if you enjoyed this video. I would truly appreciate it. It helps me out in the YouTube algorithm. You guys know what's up. Let's get into the reaction. Let's check out all of the killers that are in Dead by Daylight. Okay, here we are. Dead by Daylight, all killer trailers and teasers, February 2023. This is the most updated one I could find on the net. Let's check it out. Okay, this is gonna be a little scary. All right, I'm ready. It's gonna be good. Okay, so this is one of the maps. Looks cool. I don't remember what the objective is for this game. I think the survivors are trying to escape, but I can't remember how you escape. Death is not an escape. Oh, wow. This is kind of creepy. Are they gonna do jump scares in these trailers? Okay, she's gone. I love the fog, it looks cool. What is chasing her though? I'm scared. Hey, get your boy. Ooh. Oh, you messed up. Yeah, you might just want to save yourself here. Don't help him. Don't help him. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, go. Don't help him. Save yourself. That's exactly what I would have done. Oh, there's like a, what is that? A generator? Oh, that guy was huge. Oh yeah, I don't want to be. Yeah, you don't want to be caught. Better get out of there. I wouldn't want to mess with that guy. Yo. Oh! Oh, you can hide. That's kind of cool. But if there's only like a couple places that you can hide, wouldn't you be found? Like really easily? Oh, that guy looks creepy. This is one of the first killers that they had in the game. Oh, I don't like that mask. This man looks like Michael Myers on steroids. Oh, he's gonna... I knew it was coming! Death is not an escape. Well, she didn't escape. None of her people did. Okay, so we're getting actual gameplay here. That's a cool design for a killer, though. I like that. The survivors look pretty cool. They seem pretty diverse. Is the killer's vision in first person? Or is it third person? Oh, I think it's first. I think that's what it's showing right now. Can he camouflage? Oh, that's spooky. Oh, he can sneak up on you. Oh my God. He goes completely invisible. That looks OP. The Wraith. Oh yeah, screw this guy, man. Not cool. That gameplay looked kind of solid though. Okay, this is another place. I saw a corn maze. That looked kind of cool. Ew, what is that? This man's got a chainsaw and an axe. Oh, whoa, he moves quick. I hope the survivors can run fast. Whoa, look how fast he moves. Oh, how do you escape that? How the heck do you escape that? The hillbilly, I like that guy. He moved quick though. That had to be like a special ability that you can like use in bursts. Because he was insanely fast right there in that clip. You cannot grasp it.
Want a bit more insight into how that came about?
All right, thanks for sticking with us, everybody. We are back now with another first-timer for the stream, Chase, one of our art directors on DBD, here to talk about the beautiful, wonderful new map that's coming in All Things Wicked, Greenville Square. How are you doing? Welcome.
Fantastic. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, well, we're very happy to have you. So I absolutely love this map. I feel like it speaks to me specifically. I'm a big movie nerd. It is a movie theater, but maybe some folks aren't aware it's specifically modeled as a 90s movie theater.
Yes.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about the map?
Yeah, I mean, Greenville Square is a lot of fun to work on. It is, like you said, it's modeled after like a 90s era movie theater. We really wanted to kind of hit that middle America feel, as you know, like this part of the entity's realm is modeled after middle America, like everywhere but nowhere at the same time. We're really leaning into the memories of the 90s. Like that's for a lot of us, like we recognize going to the movies with the 90s.
I could have used you a few minutes ago when I made the Oasis reference.
Oh,
that went dead, died.
Crickets, just crickets.
Sorry.
Yeah. I mean, it's. But speaking of Oasis, we're going to lean into nostalgia for this one. We're going right into the 90s.
So if it leans into nostalgia, what was that process like with your team? Was it really fun? Did everyone kind of just tell us about how you approached building that?
Yeah, so much fun working with the team on this. Everybody has their own experiences with going to the movies. We tend to have an idea of what we'd like to achieve, but then we kind of work from the playability. Of course, this is a game, so we have to consider all the spaces. So when you have a theater, you kind of deconstruct all the different rooms. So we have the lobby concession, we have the arcade, the bathrooms upstairs, screening room, projector room, and then all the outside space. So it's a lot of parts that you want to kind of pull apart and then fix back together to make the most enjoyable space to play. Yeah, this is how we staged everything with our collective nostalgia.
Right. So you mentioned you got a team from all over the place. So did they each remember theaters differently growing up?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, everybody had their input from people that we have on our team from South America. I'm from Western Canada, so I'm used to like prairie town style theaters, and then obviously here in Quebec. So everybody brought their own kind of flavor that they wanted to kind of see represented, and then the best things that we agreed on, of course, were that funky '90s decor. Fantastic rugs, the carpets, and then overpriced hot dogs.
The moment that it clicked for me was when I saw the carpet. It's so perfect, and it's so like in the back of my sense memory. I didn't even have to like. Yes, I'm there.
Spent a lot of time on the carpet.
I can smell that carpet.
Yeah, you can feel it on your feet.
Yeah, exactly. So good job to you and the team on that. But that's what I love about what the art team does with our maps. They get to plant these little details, and maybe more so than any in this particular map. There's a ton of little details. So what are some of the things that you'd like to call out that are in there?
Yeah, I mean, details right on the nose. Like we had so much fun working on the different areas. For me specifically, the arcade was a really big one. I'm a big fan of arcades, even going to them at those theaters.
Yeah.
We have that hybridization of arcade and horror. So like all of the artists had an idea to hybridize the two. So we have a really interesting space there. Going around the theater, you'll see lots of movie posters. We have the entities present as well. We really wanted to kind of bring what we've already known as the entity's presence into this map by kind of having this melted celluloid, concentrated lore and story. This is where you're going to see all the really behind the scenes like movie theater stuff. Like this is where we have like the vintage poster. We have an old school projector that's hooked up to the generator. Hit that generator, it turns on the projector, and then we see even more Easter eggs. The entity's presence in that room specifically is also really cool. Like having that drop down, it looks amazing.
Yeah, I love those touches, especially like you said, the Easter eggs to other games maybe within this universe. Very cool. But again, there's so many details. Anything else you kind of want to call out before we wrap up?
Yeah. I mean, we had so much fun. Specifically, the lighting. Horror movies. The horror genre is very lighting heavy because you build a lot of mood and ambience with that. So you move around the map and you're going to see specific lighting scenarios. So you move outside the theater, you're going to have the parking lot. We have cars lights on. Illuminating that area, and then you move into the green space. You're going to have the statue out there, kind of teasing some more lore, having some history there, some Easter eggs located in that area potentially, and then moving out to the fence. I mean, like we even have some floating cars outside of that with light posts and trees kind of floating in midair. This is kind of to signify this is kind of like where the edge of the consciousness of the entity. So it's it was a lot of fun. Just lots of things kind of placed throughout the map that don't feel like they belong there, which is kind of like on theme. And just to remind the players that this isn't your reality. This is a construct. This is created for you.
And I love that concept of like playing with how the entity's perception of all this stuff works. It's super cool. So, great job to you and the team. I think people at home would share that opinion. It's really looking great. And thank you for joining us, by the way. Great job.
Yeah,
First time done. Hopefully you'll come back next time you get another map to talk about. But I mentioned it before, but we're actually going to have a gameplay segment now to show it off in action, show Sable off and the Unknown as well, kind of tie it all together. We've got a couple of our devs and a few of our Fog Whisperers to play through it. So that's what we're going to head to right now. But Chase, thank you one more time for joining us. It was awesome.
Yep.
All right, let's check that out.
Hey everyone, welcome to the gameplay portion of the stream. I'm Peanuts, one of the community managers on Dead by Daylight. Today we'll be trying out the brand new All Things Wicked chapter. I'm joined by a few guests, and we're going to go down the list and meet them now. So first up, joining me for the second time, we have Jessie.
I'm very happy to be with all of you again, and I hope you'll enjoy the live.
Welcome back, Jessie.
Thank you.
Next, we have three wonderful Fog Whispers joining us. So the first one is Wholesam.
Hi, I'm Wholesam. I stream on Twitch at twitch.tv/Wholesam, and I'm the best Dead by Daylight player in this house.
It is true. Thank you for joining us. And next up, we have Lily Pie.
Hey everybody, I'm Lily Pie, also call me Lil. Of course, I'm a Dead by Daylight Fog Whisperer, but I'm also a full-time content creator who's really into cosplay, art, and fitness.
Welcome on in. And last but certainly not least, we are joined by King.
Hi, my name is King. I'm a Fog Whisperer for Dead by Daylight, full-time Twitch streamer and YouTube streamer and game show host.
Welcome, King. Welcome, everybody. So our match is about to begin. To get you up to speed real quick, Jesse's going to be our killer today, and the rest of us will be surviving, hopefully. Maybe not all of us. Some of us might die after trying to go for a head-on. While we wait, who here has had a chance to go against the Unknown on the PTB, or even face off against him?
Of course, me.
A couple times.
I am.
He is scary. I'm so terrified.
I hate it in the best way.
Yep.
Okay, we're loading in.
Right.
This add-on, Miss Jessie.
Oh, the map is so beautiful.
That's
I do love the map.
Not the 2-for-1 special.
That was a nice shot.
Jesus.
Oh, hello. Go for her. Thank you. Oh, never mind.
Oh, wow.
That was so
She likes me better. Women supporting women. Let's go.
Oh my God, it is Women's History Month.
Yes.
It's okay.
Oh.
I understand. Bye.
Ooh, don't like that noise. I don't like that noise.
He's got no terror radius when he goes to one of those things.
Oh, when they TP?
Oh, no.
Yeah. Is that a default
die.
thing?
It's the first thing for kid on the
Get it together.
I know.
Because they kicked a generator with one of their new perks.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
Why is the music so intense?
Yeah, so that's the new perk. So when they kick the generator here, it transferred the terror radius onto this generator, and now I'm hearing it next to the hook, even though they teleported away long ago.
Oh, neat.
wow.
I was actually so confused.
I thought this was supposed to be a friendly match.
I mean, we're not here.
Jessie is, she's on it.
We can't leave King on hook.
Oh, right.
Oh my God. Like it's an afterthought.
No, of course, all of us want to keep each other alive.
Oh my God, she got me.
She's warmed up. Oh no.
She's out for blood.
I didn't get it.
Is there a friend nearby? I'm scared.
Thank you.
Yes.
I'm scared.
Don't worry, guys. We're just doing
Oh no,
some
not the flies.
exercises on the hook.
It's because you're stinky. Stinky McMahon.
Wow. Oh my God, there's a cockroach on the floor.
Where?
I don't
We have to
see any
save
blue stations
Lily.
here.
Am I dumb?
do.
Where? Oh,
No,
she's-
I'm on hook. I'm fine. I'm fine now.
Yeah.
I am dumb. My bad.
Like the least of our concerns right now. Hello, like we're being chased by some sort of government expert. Y'all are worried about a cockroach. Hello.
All right, Team 5 Gens, we got this.
No, we're
Strong
good. Still
5
winnable.
gens, 3 stages. Sam, I'm gonna be real. You're huffing copium.
Wait,
Jesse's really good.
oh,
He is
really
really
good. Sorry.
What is
You
this?
scared?
What is this?
Oh.
I don't want a part of this. Penis, why would you do this to me?
See, I did my defense. I wasn't actually chased. I'm a victim of circumstance here. Like, there's nothing going on. I was just walking in, and the killer also walked in.
Dude, she's too good.
Oh, I've been sitting here waiting for a head-on, but then I realized that I'm not actually hearing the killer's tear radius. I'm hearing it on the generator. If we die, it's because I've just been sitting in a generator for a while, or for a while.
Oh my god,
so
Sam,
lucky.
I had to do it for you.
Oh my god. Maybe I'll let the... Oompy pass. Take the hit. Thank you. Thank you.
She's so kind for not chasing after me because I would go down in like 2 seconds.
Dude, she's too good. Yo.
Hypothetically, does anybody know where the
Thank
basement
God.
Hypothetically speaking, it is in Maine.
I think
Okay,
it's
dang it.
either in Maine or basement. Don't quote me.
Jesus Christ, hallelujah. You guys don't understand what I just went through.
Put us through it. Tell us what happened.
Okay, smash hit parental guidance. My go-to combo. Yes, ma'am. Oh my god.
is? I have those two perks on. I don't know what it is. I think in the test match we did before, we were running the same perks as well.
Okay.
Go on.
Now wait a minute.
Oh my god. I have the captions and it's like, come here.
Oh, thank God, it's your problem now.
She kicked my generator. I'm taking that person. Oh, no. You're over there now.
Oh, jeez. Hello.
I hear you in there, King.
You see me?
No, I hear you.
Oh.
I feel like this
Thought
killer
you were,
might
like,
just be
prying through the window.
misunderstood. I just want to say it's rude in case you didn't know to hit people.
Oh, the moist spit. The moist sound you made. No, thank you.
The unknown just has allergies like everybody else.
Oh, real me right now.
That was a scary noise.
All right, things are looking up. Things are looking up. We're getting there.
I hope so.
She's a knower. Get away from me, lady.
Oh my god, I thought you were the unknown.
Why? What are you trying to say?
You look stinky.
Ma'am?
Wait, I'm big brain. No,